Hello and welcome to another episode of Old Mate's Adventures. Today we're going on an adventure to try and find some gold. If you're going to go out there and try and find some gold yourself, there's a few things to consider. The first one being that you need to get a prospecting license. They cost $9.30 per month or $60 per year. You can purchase them online. They get emailed to you. Just make sure you print them out. The next thing is just to consider where you're going to go look for some gold. Just make sure that if you're panning for gold in any waterways, make sure you have written permission from any landholders that are adjacent to that waterway, and make sure you're only using gold pans, gold detectors, sluices, anything like that. You can't use any mechanical means of extraction, such as dredging or petrol pumps and that sort of thing.
Time to pursue on foot. There's this creek here, which I'm hopeful is going to contain some gold in it. Look at that spiny mud rush. Yum. Getting here. Oh, mate. This stuff's gourmet. Peel a bit of that away. Take a nice clean bit there. Then just give that a chew. Right, so this is the kit that I'll be using. I've got a pan, I've got a sieve, gets rid of all the bigger stuff straight up, so you're not mucking around trying to pull that all out, and a shovel, and some water, and I think that's all you need. And I am quite optimistic because I bought a snuffer bottle, so if you do end up with little gold flakes in your gold pan, you use this little bottle to snuff them out, suck them out basically, and hopefully I'll demonstrate that very shortly.
He did not demonstrate using it very shortly.
So not much luck there on that first day, and that's because I didn't put the research in. I was looking at my old mapping system and it showed mine locations and it didn't say anything about them. And it turns out that where I went on that first day was some old tungsten mines. So I went back and I had a look at Queensland Globe, and it turns out in their layer system under economy and then resources, mines and mineral sources, there's a layer called mines and mineral occurrences by commodity. And when you turn that on, it shows heaps of great information. So this is showing all different locations where gold is either in an active mining area or they've discovered a little bit of gold there, or it's an old historic working, and it shows everything by commodity as well. So you can see the light gold there is gold mines and that orange color there is copper. And this is far more valuable in terms of trying to find a good location, which is what I've done on day 2, and I've gone to explore some of these old historic workings. If you do go out exploring around some of these old workings, just be really careful. This one here is 15 metres deep and it's really overgrown. There's no barricades, or there's nothing that indicates where these are, so you could quite easily fall straight down there. And also, back in the day, there was still an expectation that these mines be rehabilitated. So in order to take some shortcuts and reduce so much manual labour that would have been involved, what they used to do is just put some wood across them and then just cover the dirt straight on top of that wood, and that would avoid so much more volume. So when you look down there, you wouldn't know if that's a false floor or not, so just be really careful. You could quite easily fall down a lot of these old shafts.
What is that? I don't think it's gold. A little bit of metal. Who knows what that is?
The principles behind gold panning are quite simple. Gold is 19 times heavier than water, so all you're doing is just suspending everything that's within the pan in water and shaking it vigorously so that the gold makes its way down to the bottom. Then you're just washing the lighter materials off the top and repeating that process until all that should be left in your pan is gold. Okay, back to the drawing board again. This time we're going to go out to Mount Perry and we're going to visit a location just in here. You can see these old gold workings here, and it's a private property, but they have a hip camp and it's called Fig Tree Camp, and they welcome gold prospecting, and there's quite a lot of YouTube videos that show where gold prospectors have had success there before. So taking my daughter out for a night's camping there, and we're going to look for some gold.
Here, fun. Here? Where's the stuff? Wait, what if it was in that? Why would... Here, this thing. No, the button. See, look.
Must be I think that's what they call hot rocks.
What's that?
I'll keep a hold of it though.
What are hot rocks?
Like rocks that have got a lot of iron in them.
That's boring.
Yeah. But who knows, maybe we'll talk to an expert. Maybe it's got gold in it. I'll keep a hold of it.
Okay. What's up, guys? Some randos just gave us a bunch of tips, and then another 2 randos gave us a bunch of more tips. So now we're gonna go panning.
Yeah, okay, sink that in the water and break all that clay up. See all these big clumps?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, break all that up. Okay. You'll break it right up. You spend your time doing that, and I'll be back. I'm going to get a snuffer bottle so we can...
Snuggle bottle.
we can use both hands that way. So it's just a lot of back and forwards. You need to be doing this back and forwards in this direction over these riffles, okay? So once it's like that, see that? Mm-hmm. That's what you want to be doing. So you want to get it make sure it's fully submerged like that, see that?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to be shaking it back and forwards, shaking it back and forwards. And then once you've done that a bit, just do these ones and just let a bit of that stuff come off the top. Okay, and once a little bit's come off the top, about that much has come off the top, and you do it again. Okay, you want to keep going with that?
Mm-hmm. What did he say? I wasn't really paying attention. Whose is better? My videos or the old dude's videos? It's just right. You guys want to learn some slang? Sigma means really good or something. Skibidi is really bad.
This is where the gold is, Kate.
He reckons gold will be in that.
This is where the gold's going to be, Kate, in here.
We found the jackpot. In here. Oh, there's definitely gold in here. Ugh, I have my knees. Been sensitive. Yeah.
Definitely gold. That bit there is a gold. Giddy up.
We found
some
gold.
High five. Yes. That's a good size too. That's what they call a picker. That probably all those little specks maybe are gold.
Oh.
Cool. Well done, Katie. Yeah, that bit there.
Sick.
Oh. Don't lose it.
And so it was the father and daughter found the gold they longed to discover, and went on to live long and prosperous lives